Hi and welcome to Outwell. Here I'm going to talk you through the features of our Wolf Lake 5, which is from our classic collection. You can see here that the tent is a large tunnel design tent which is aimed to sleep up to 5 people. With it being in our classic collection, you'll find that the fly sheet we're using on here is our Outex AirTech. This is a technical cotton material and it's 65% cotton, 35% polyester. There's many advantages to this material, including it being very durable and long lasting. It's also naturally waterproof and it reacts very well to the environment that it's in, whereby if it's a very hot day, you'll be kept nice and cool on the inside of the tent and vice versa. The frame that we use on the tent are all alloy poles, so these are nice and lightweight but still very strong, and you can just see across the top here that they all are fed into these flat pole sleeves, ensuring that you have this real sleek and streamlined look to the outside of the tent. Some other features here, we have some large ventilation panels above the windows which allow cool fresh air into the tent. If it gets a little bit too chilly, then we can just close these very simply by taking the Velcro tabs like so and closing down like this. Other features include the innovative Outwell wind stabiliser system, which you can see here, and we'll just explain how this works. We have the Velcro tabs which are directly attached onto the fly sheet, and we just wrap these around the pole like so and then secure in place using the second tab here. You'll find on each pole you have one at the top and one at the bottom, and then we attach our guy lines to these, and when that gets pegged out, it pulls a whole fly sheet against the frame of the tent, making sure that it's going to be really stable and making sure that you can use it even in real high wind conditions. Some other features then, you can see that we use our floating guy line system all the way around the tent, and this is where we have two different parts to the guy line, where the top half is toned with some of the colours on the tent, and then we have our luminous guy line at the bottom here, just to stop you from tripping over them. Each guy line has its own retainer, so when it comes to packing down the tent, we simply just need to wrap up the guy line, pop it into the Velcro loop just here, so that the next time we come to use it, they're easily accessible. Another feature on here is that we use our easy pegging system. This is where we supply you with 3 different types of pegs with the tent. We have the solid steel pegs for all of the corners on the tent, and these become your anchor pegs. We then have our luminous pegs for all of the luminous parts of the guy lines, and we have our black plastic pegs for all of the other pegging points around here, and this really ensures that you get the right peg in the right place. Other features then, we'll see that we have large windows all the way around the tent, and each one of these windows has been tinted. This serves 2 key functions. One is to reduce the amount of glare from the sunshine inside the tent, and the second is obviously to give you a little bit more privacy in there as well. Just around the front porch area, we will see that we have these mud valances, and that just allows water to run down the tent and away from the inside. When we come round to the front, you'll also notice that we have these heavy duty guy lines. These are called our storm guy lines, and these are here just to make sure that this front area is very secure as well. So stepping back into the front area, you'll find that you have a real spacious outside area that is obviously sheltered from the elements. In here we have some drying rails on either side, just ideal for any wet clothing and things like this that will be able to dry, because obviously you are still outside the tent. When we step back into the actual tent itself, you'll see that we have this separating wall here, which again has large tinted windows on here, so you're still going to get the privacy here, and obviously this door can be fully zipped closed, and the zip along the ground sheet here enables us to seal the door closed as well. Stepping into the tent, you're certainly very aware of just how much space there is. I'm around 1.95 m tall, and you can see that above me there's certainly plenty of space here. The ground sheet that we're using in the tent is a very durable ground sheet. This is a tarpaulin PVC coated ground sheet, so it's going to last a real long time, and it actually zips in on all sides, and what that does is reduces any draft from coming into the tent, and hopefully it's going to keep out those unwanted bugs as well. The other advantage of it being a zip out ground sheet is obviously when you get home you can actually just clean this ground sheet on its own without having to pitch the entire tent. Other features then, we have this walk-in wardrobe which comes with the tent, and you'll just see in here that we have the mesh hanging system at the top here, and there is also a hanging rail within the wardrobe as well. Other features include a lantern hanging point at the centre of the tent, and then running away from that we have some cable tidies which do run down to where the ground sheet zips in, enabling you to run any electrics in through here rather than through any open doors. Speaking of doors, we have one on either side of us here, and you can see that we have a mesh panel, so you can open up this door on the outside and leave the mesh panel down, again creating lots and lots of ventilation, keeping you very comfortable within the tent. At the back of the tent is where you'll find the bedrooms, and as I mentioned earlier, these sleep up to 5 people. You can see that we have our wave-shaped hanging point system used to attach the bedrooms to the tent, and what this does is it just takes any pressure off of the seam at the top of the bedroom here, making sure that they are very secure in their position. We also have some mesh pockets on the outside of the bedroom, so great for smaller bits and pieces like we have here. And a real nice feature on these bedrooms is the universal bedroom system. So what that allows us to do is just untoggle around the front, and then at the back as well, if we did that, we could take these zips here and open them up, and this would enable us to drop the bedroom down completely, leaving you with one bigger bedroom and even more living space within the tent itself. So other features within the bedrooms here, we can just see that we have some pockets on the inside which are ideal for smaller personal belongings. We then also have a low light window in the bedrooms to enable you to look outside without having to leave the bedrooms, and then at the back we have a large mesh ventilation panel which corresponds to outside ventilation. And you can see here that we are separating the bedrooms with this sheet of material which fully zips into position, or obviously can be opened up completely to have one large bedroom. We have a few optional extras available for the tent, including a carpet for this area. There's also a footprint available to go under the tent, and we also have an awning conversion kit for the Wolf Lake 5. So that's all the features of this tent. Thanks very much for watching.